Group B, winner bracket semifinal number 1. It's the world champion starting his tournament here, the Douyu TV Thunder and Fire Cup, for $15,600. One of the biggest online tournaments that we have seen in a while. Of course, if you have a juggernaut sponsor like Douyu, this is absolutely possible in 2019. The last tournament of the year, of the Chinese year, at least. Terenas Stand is our first map. China versus Korea. It's old school versus new school. How would you rate the Knight of Mirrors of the two players at the moment?
Interesting question. Colorful used to be super predictable, bear mirror all the way, but I think he has embraced the keeper really, really well. I think we have to expect pretty much the standard meta from him. As oftentimes, not always, but very often, I'm expecting Moon to go heavy tier 1, expansion, and then outmaneuver his opponent.
Alright, on Terenas Stand, certainly doable, but... Oh, I have a little lag here. Now that's fixed. And in-game is ready as well. Here we go! Map number 1, it's of course best of 3 in the group stage. It will be best of 5 in the playoffs starting Sunday. Moon in the red, colorful in the blue, and no surprises with the creep routes here, starting with the Engine of War as the mercenary camp to get access to that Shadow Priest. The question is here, keeper, or back to the roots? Back to the roots would be keeper, I guess, but back to the Demon Hunter.
Exactly. I would say it's very low chance that colorful is gonna go keeper. I think he's gonna stick with the current meta. But Moon, is he gonna try to outsmart his opponent here? Did he find something out? Does he have a nice creep route maybe? Or a special timing lined up? This is gonna determine a lot of the game already. Or is it just gonna be double keeper? Well, it is.
Keeper it is for Treants and Entangle, you know it. It's still patch 1.30.1. We're all hoping for netties to patch after the Chinese New Year, or after this tournament is over, but for now we have to stick with them. Yesterday's games were pretty damn cool, so it's not that bad, I guess. Thank you very much, by the way, for your dad, Hempty, and Indy die alte Rinde for the subs. Starting off well here. Double Moonwell, of course, basically the same build order, same creep route for both players, and it could be interesting because after this mercenary camp, will they meet in the middle for the two permanent items here?
In the Knight of Mirrors we saw in the days previous, we did see on Echo Isle some Demon Hunters, one of them, and there I really like the build because you can get level 2 right away and then move across the map aggressively and prevent the Keeper from reaching level 3 and start burning him here as well. Now you could rush level 2 here and then move across the map, but I guess the issue is you're gonna get pressured, you're gonna drop low, and then the demon has to retreat, and the keeper is still gonna find his level 3, right? I think it has to do a lot with the creep route here. Your choice of hero. I do wonder if we're not gonna see a demon hunter later, though. If we go to Echo Isles, I could certainly see it happening. Alright, the drops here so far. We have a greater mana for Moon, the perfect start that he was hoping for, but guess what? Colorful's got exactly the same. So we're on even footing. So
even the gauntlets are the same on both sides. There is a Mantle of Intelligence for Moon, which is quite a nice help in the early, but yeah, only slippers for Colorful. It's a tiny little difference that we have here after the first creep drops, and Colorful is going into the middle to the permanent items here. Moon is doing something different, and you said it, Mass Tier 1 greed. He wants the gold, he gets the gold mine up, but Colorful is doing the exact same thing.
Precisely mirrored here between the two. But when we look at the positioning here, as you said, the creep route is differing, so Moon is ready to take out his expansion very quickly, but Colorful now in a good position to cancel this Expo over his opponents. He hasn't scouted it yet, but it's very predictable. It's Terenas Stand, it's Moon. So, with him finishing this camp, finding the ring, that's not ideal. Is he gonna decide to be aggressive? Yes, he is. But Moon realizing, having seen that Wisp, it's not unlikely that your opponent is gonna be coming in looking for that cancel. So once again, Moon, one step ahead, is in perfect position to keep his tree safe.
Yeah, I like that positioning as well. He still has the gold mine to creep, of course, so he can't stay in the middle forever. But maybe he gets the second set here in the middle of the map, while Colorful is, walking around Moon's position and now still able to attack this tree.
Yeah.
It's at 60%. That's some nice movement as well. He got the Berserker for additional damage, the second mercenary he has, and a new set of Treants. So what's Moon going to do? He can't TP close to it, so he has to cancel it immediately. And he's far away from Colorful's expansion. So the young Chinese with a good opening, but his tech is a lot later.
That was a small mistake there by Moon, I think. He was greedy for the level 3, so he went into the middle, exposing his tree from the other side should Colorful come around, and that's exactly what Colorful did. It's not a big thing, but Moon is returning the favor here. He's coming in time to cancel the tree, so actually in the end it's working out fine for him. Had he let that finish and losing his own expo, he would have been in trouble, but now it's all fine and dandy.
Yeah, I was just about to praise Colorful for stealing this creep spot away from Moon, but okay. I thought Moon was going to do the same thing, but no, he's going into the base, trying to knock down this Moonwell. The one in the bottom, he could certainly cancel. Here comes the town portal, and pretty aggressively so he keeps this Moonwell up for now. Huntress Hall is coming as well, and yeah, with Entangle and the Treants, he scares Moon away, and Moon did not go for this shop here, which would have been the safer thing and maybe even a more impactful thing, because he didn't accomplish anything except the town portal, of course.
And the Shadow Priest falls. That means no more Dispel for Colorful. That's pretty scary here, moving into this early game. First big engagement, and Moon with perfect micro on the Mercs. Look at the Shadow Priests. So far away, can't get focused really, and now he has that powerful Entangle to use. Use the Greater Mana, though, for this. And in the end, yes, the fight goes his way, but not by that much. He only killed the one Shadow Priest, and that big consumable is gone forever.
Indeed. Colorful still holding on to it. 28 supplied. Oh, 33 now. 25. So the Alchemist is ready for Moon. And Colorful is not in a position to go for that, as this tier 2 is not finished yet. Going for Ultra Vision, though. There's no Hunter's Hall for Moon. That is interesting. So it's no Glaive Mirror. But what's he going to do on tier 2 without a Hunter's Hall?
Archers and Mercs so far, it seems. Could he have forgotten about it? I mean, anybody can forget, even the world champion.
Possible, but maybe it's mass ferries or something?
That would be something I haven't seen in a while in Night of Mirror.
Arc of Reincarnation for the Alchemist and close to level 2.
Ah, Tome of Experience!
Oh.
Oh, chat isn't gonna like that.
Wait, that's a tome lying around?
Yeah, that's Tome at the gold mine he just crept. Tome of Experience.
Yeah, but he picked
And
it
another
up, right?
one! Two Tomes of Experience, but he only picked up one.
Okay, so there's still a Tome of Experience lying around here. I can't see it because it's in the shadows at the moment. Another expansion on both sides.
Chance for the third Tome of Experience. This really has to be changed on Terenas, by the way. It's not... It can't be that in one corner of the map you can find 3 Tomes of Experience.
Robe of the Magi, another nice item for the Keeper, who's plus 9 intelligence now. Closing in on 500. Oh, what's the Alchemist doing here? Could be entangled right away. Maybe the
It's a brave young man.
Yes.
But everything here is hurt for Moon. He doesn't know where Colorful is. He doesn't want to commit to this kill. Everything could be dying pretty quickly for him.
And Moon's
Expo
Hunter's
now
Hall...
crept up by Colorful and constructing. Whereas Moon's is already finished, but has to creep it first.
The Hunter's Hall is late for Moon. It's only finishing now, which is extremely late. But Colorful is not doing anything. He has like double Engine of War. Okay, he's going into Glaives now. But yeah, massive experience disadvantage for the Chinese thanks to the 200 experience. That's one level that he just got gifted to him. Like the entire level 1 for free. Or level 2 actually.
And they used to be even better Tomes of Experience. Used to be 150 HP. Completely absurd. Still kind of absurd, but alright. I'm wondering about Moon's production here. He's not setting anything new up. No more Ancients of War, no lores. He's just on one Ancient of War. And that one is in the middle of the map, might be falling soon. He's got 500 gold. He's had 500 gold for the last couple of minutes. This is kind of weird.
Yeah, seriously.
One of the prime principles of RTS is spend your money.
Nice detonate here by Colorful. So the Treants are dead and this creeping will take a little longer. Still, he can go for Mercs. Mercs are pretty good. Scroll of the Beast being picked up. Entangle on this Keeper, who is level 4. Alchemist level 2, so he does have Chemical Rage as well. Oh no, it's Heal Spray actually for Moon. Chemical Rage for Colorful, so a little deviation in the build. But what can he really do? Oh, Glaive's coming in now.
Keeper eating a lot of focus fire. He doesn't have a TP, but does get away. And now both Keepers here pretty much dry. Oh, never mind. Colorful actually has decent mana left. Moon has to retreat. If only he had spent that gold earlier, at least now he can go for Scrolls of Healing. So now it's nice to have a bit of a bank.
Second Engine of War coming only now. Moon a little sleepy on everything. First upgrade is coming for the ranged attack. So you have 1-0 on the archers, not on the berserkers. Of course, more mercenaries. That's what he needs right now. Also, an archer was somewhere on the map. Expansion for Colorful, starting to run.
It's looking very uncrisp, right, for Moon Stand. Everything's a little bit off. Everything's a little bit late. He's in an okay position, though. It's not like he's super far behind. Looking at the hero levels, he's actually, yeah, with that creeping early, got a massive lead on the Alchemist. But he's behind as far as the Glaives go. Is he just seriously not going Glaives? We have a Knight of Neo that is defying the meta. He's not making Glaives.
Of course, Moon is. But what's he doing? Second attack upgrade coming now, but nothing else. He's at 50 supply, kind of maxed out, and not doing anything, just but archers. Don't know if that's the right thing for the late game, because, of course, glaive throwers are not that great against medium armor, but their damage is just so high that they don't care. So, Chemical Rage and Acid Bomb. What a nice combo against the archers, but he gets entangled and big damage on him, so he swaps the Invo Potion over. As he did, oh, whoa, as he just did before on the Keeper, so going back and forth. But the Glaives are safe in the back, and that's so much damage. But how long can he keep this Alchemist up if the Invol is over soon? And then he's just gonna die, isn't he?
Treants everywhere as well makes the life for the archers even more difficult. In the backline for Moon, everything's dropping super low. Alchemist, nicely micro to the side from Colorful standing there safely. He's coming in again for an Acid Bomb. That's dangerous, buddy. An Entangle could kill him, but he gets it out and stays safe here. Mass Wisp coming in for some Dispel.
Did you see how fast this Dispel against the Entangle was? I don't even know if it did any kind of damage because it was so fast.
I didn't even realize there was an Entangle.
Yeah, wow. to the Berserker, which would have been the kill, but Colorful, man, just a split second later dispelling this. And Moon is still archers. He's on the way to tier 3, so we know marksmanship is coming. But that's it. It's just mass archers.
All right, and he's fending off the Glaives without Glaives. And when we think about that, then the skill build for the Alchemist makes a lot of sense. In the mirror, we want to have Chemical Rage, and of course, Heal Spray doesn't do anything for your own Glaives. But if you can heal your backline, if you can work against the Acid Bomb, then those Archers and Berserkers, they can stand for a while, and he has been holding off against the Glaives. Now we have Colorful going into upkeep. 56 supply for him, 56 for Moon as well. We're all even as it seems. And Moon is just in the middle of the map, not creeping anymore. He's holding, trying to keep his opponent away from his base. I like that choice as well, because once the Glaives are knocking on your front door, buildings are gonna disappear so quick.
Absolutely, but same goes for the units with Warple Blades, if that applies here. Mass Detonate again, the Scroll of the Beast has been used. So much damage, Dispel against the Treants. Nice split by Moon, so he has to detonate twice to get rid of the Scroll of the Beast, but he's also taking care. Oh wow, the detonates of Colorful! Super sick here.
Archers are still alive, mainly though. So far, it's pretty much only been the Treants falling. Entangle, focus fire on the Alchemist of Colorful, but really only Archers shooting at him, so it doesn't hurt that much. More and more Treants. The trees are all gone everywhere, it seems like.
The deforestation continues. Nice position for the Glaive Throwers here. The heroes are creating safe space. Oh, Keeper level 5 now. Is there Entangle coming? No, only on him. Everything is super low here. Health Stone being used. Colorful on the verge of losing this Alchemist, and he does. Level 5 on the Keeper, equalizing that. There's the Town Portal on Colorful's side, but now it's time for the Glaive Throwers to fall apart, I guess. Not any kind of damage to this Alchemist, and Colorful was playing this fight pretty well, but he's completely falling apart as it seems. Taking out the Archers now, trying to get closer to level 6 for Tranquility. The mana he has.
All the archers are dead now, almost. Only one single one is standing, but Moon is moving forward, only with his heroes, having taken out the Alchemist earlier, but now the Alchemist in trouble. Is he gonna pop the arm here? He's willing to do it. There's a staff as well. Oh, should have staffed out before. That was a big mistake. There was no need. Oh no, the Alchemist isn't coming with him.
Uh-oh.
He was dead during the TP.
Absolutely 6 feet under, and now he's back. But guess what? He's going back to the ground, eats the dust. There's no way out. Even uses an entangle here, and that's level 6 for Colorful. He had a pretty big experience advantage after the last fight, but now he's one entire level ahead.
Look at Moon's main.
The fuck?
It's triple Chim Roost.
Alright.
Oh, this is so cool. I was hoping for Moon to find a way to play against the Glaives, and, well, this is certainly a way.
Yeah, like, there's no anti-air except these mercs. Moon is also going for a second expansion on the bottom left. Sees the 2 of experience now, thinking, ah, damn it. Could have used it on the Keeper quite a bit. But yeah, no Alchemist on the battlefield now. For Colorful, of course, the resurrection will be a lot faster as he lost the Alchemist earlier.
And also typical Moon play, right? He's distracting on one side of the map, forcing the attention there. And yes, it was costly. He lost like 5 mercenaries and like 8 archers. But he bought time for the second base and for the Chims. And even if his play isn't flawless today, he's still, you know, finding the counter.
Thus far, how fast will Colorful scout this? That's the big question here. Still going for mercs. It's a big treant battle.
Seriously, all the trees are gone, dude. What the hell? The Glaive also so good. Zeppelin, I mean, of course. So good against the Glaives. Able to load up, prevent the damage. And now, here we go! 3 Chims online. 6
heads and tons of damage. Ignoring everything, going for the Glaives. 1 volley is enough to kill 1. And yeah, what does he have? The Alchemist has anti-air. Okay. The Keeper has anti-air. Okay. But that just tickles them. Glaive's gone.
Alright. You need to transition, my friend. So what is the transition? Archers, I guess? He's making double wind. It's gonna be Hippo time soon.
He lost 1 of the Chimeras.
Yeah, but he killed like 6 Glaives. It's totally fine.
Yeah, but, you know. Oh, he has the second gold mine ready as well. Main gold mine, 2,700. More Chimeras coming in. Alchemist level 4. Engines of Wind. Yes, of course, Hippos are gonna be great.
Oh, he's got Corrosive Breath already, by the way. This expansion is looking in a dangerous position. You can siege this nicely with Glaives from the other side across the river, but guess what? Chims are also good at sieging when they have that upgrade. So rare to see in pro games. Dude, this is reminding me of my FFA days.
He has to uproot, so there's not that much damage, but 4 Chimeras now.
And now we're on 3 base income versus 1 base.
Yeah. Moon at 70 supply as well.
It's so cool to see Moon once again outsmarting his opponent.
There is Hippos produce pretty fast, so there's gonna be a counter soon. How long can he hold? Colorful on 1 base versus 3. But with tranquility.
But what if the Hippos even get air superiority? Moon's gonna be able to transition so fast into anything he wants.
That's true. And it is the timing without Hippos. Only Wisps coming in for detonate against the Treants. Level 5 on the Alchemist. And that's great against Hippos. And now level 6 for Tranquility as well. Oh, the value of this ultimate now. All the Chimeras healing up again. Counters it with an Entangle. But no Acid Bomb follow-up. Not much damage here on this Keeper. Tranquility on his side as well. But he's only healing the Alchemist and the Berserker, I guess. But this expansion is toast.
And that's looking like it's almost already 6 Chimeras. It's just too much.
It's way too much. When are the Hippos coming? There are 2, not sending it into the fight. 3 and 4 are coming as well. Now attacking. Little mistake, I guess, from Colorful to not send them in earlier. There was plenty of time to do so. Uh-oh, Acid Bomb, Poison Ivy onto the Keeper who has to TP out. 4 Hippos now, but they will TP up with the Keeper to the main. No tier 3, by the way, for Colorful.
Yeah, and even if he loses all his army here, the damage is done. And the hippos, yeah, they are uncontested here, so he is gonna find some kills at least, but the staffs are reducing, minimizing the damage he's really taking here.
Going back to Dryads now, by the way. Triple, like quad lore. He has double Engine of War, quad lore, and triple Chimera Roost. This is like the
He's
most...
denying his own chims.
to not give experience.
He killed him off with the Dryads. Oh my god.
Colorful is blindly going into more hippos. I mean, of course, Glaives as well.
Quad lores. Oh my god.
This is 9 production buildings.
This is looking like a Law Lion game at this point, man.
It's looking like StarCraft.
Well, honestly, like he could just win with mass archers at this point. But Colorful is hanging in here, hoping to find some kind of solution.
He's so far away from a level 6 Alchemist, Moon level 5.4 already, so he gets transmute faster as well. It's a 2-0 upgrade coming, or 2-1 upgrade coming for the Dryads, and now... Yeah, I think Colorful will be a little baffled here. Like, oh man, I spent so much gold on these hippos, and now you're coming with like 12 Dryads. What the hell did you do?
Yeah, this is not something we see a lot in Warcraft 3, but this was a serious tech switch. Something that's normally more of a StarCraft thing indeed. Glaives are really good against Dryads though. Maybe he can't... Oh my god, so many Treants. Are you serious?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Treants. If I'm not mistaken. Mass detonate. Level 7 on the Keeper of the Grove. So level 3 Entangle. But the Alchemist is taking so much damage. But the Treants are gone almost. 3 glaive throws. 4 glaive throwers still.
Double tranquility!
Yay!
So much healing. Heal spray as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is so sick. All the Dryads healed back up.
And he's moving forward. Obviously, this is a very one-sided affair. That's what happens when you're going up with 80 supply against 50. Or is it, though?
Constantly these missed rallies from the glaive throwers, just walking into the Dryads. Alchemist could find some nice kills here, but Moon is the man with the best Dryad micro in the world. Is there another Entangle? Here we go. Forces a town portal, but Moon can easily afford that with his triple base. Gonna be quad base. Ah, no. The main gold mines are dry. So Colorful has no income. Moves over the tree to his natural, but he still doesn't know about the bottom left expansion, I guess. Mountain Giants now as well. Moon builds everything.
What about some fairies? We haven't seen fairies yet. Come on,
1,
dude.
2, 3, 4 Mountain Giants queued up. And 2 are already on the field.
He's doing a good job here spending his money. He got a lot of resources this game, and he's not slipping in the macro. Well done, Moon.
He has more than twice the supply.
I wonder, does Colorful really think he has a chance still, or is he just using this for practice? But okay, he's providing us with a longer, more epic game here. He's got 4 glaives, that's pretty much his army, and a hippo stranded somewhere. And now Mountain Giants 2-2 upgraded.
There is a
Good
TP.
luck.
Yeah, there is a TP. He killed the Expo. But the Tree of Eternity is like the backup. And yeah, there is resistance skin. So not much damage against these 4 Mountain Giants. Dryads in the back. He's ignoring the MGs for now. Kills the Dryad here and there. But yeah, TP out.
Alright, so we need Fairy Dragon, Talon, and a Huntress, and we would have had every unit in the Night of Arsenal, but we're not gonna get there. GG finally called. And the 1-0 for Moon.
Yes. Weird early game. Even weirder late game, but yeah, the Chim transition caught Colorful totally off guard. And I'm a broken record with this patch, but scouting is so important in Warcraft 3 nowadays. Maybe more important than it ever was before.
And we don't want to harp on it too much, but it was not a perfect game from Moon. But he showed that you can hold against the push from the glaives. And if you hold long enough, you can go for a counter. Be it Chims in this case, of course. But you can also go for Mountain Giants, which is more reliable, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And it really was the Mass Archer and Berserkers who can hold for a while with their medium armor against the glaives. When they get healed up by the heal spray as well.
Can you tell them that I'm coming as soon as possible? My netties crashed.
Yep.
If they invited already. Okay, coming. Okay, invite please. Thank you. Last Refuge is next. Moon with match points already. But yeah, kind of was to be expected. Moon's Night Elf Mirror hasn't been the greatest for a long time, especially back in the day when Remind was still around. Moon suffered his biggest losses in Night Elf Mirrors there, but he stepped it up, and nowadays he can hang with the best Night Elf Mirrors.
Absolutely. Like, the WGL final was pretty cool games, but overall a rather one-sided affair, and not because Foggy played poorly, it was just Moon making very, very few mistakes indeed.
Thank you very much, Duro10 or 010 for the 11-month resub. Let's take a day off and chill with some Warcraft. Enjoy, mate.
Hell yeah. Group B today, Group C and D on the days following, and then the playoffs. We are rushing through this tournament. We're going to have no day off. 8 days, and this thing is going to be done before the Chinese year is over.
Indeed. Map number 2 starts, but not before thanking our latest sub. Thank you, name is Gazel. For the sub here, of course, you get all the replays.
Thank
in
you very
our
much.
Discord. Colorful again in blue, spawning on the bottom left of Last Refuge. Moon in the upper right, as I said, with match points. So will we see something fancy again? Pretty sure Colorful is stepping up his scouting game after being destroyed like this.
Yeah, this is a very different map as well. What was very important on map number 1, to be able to hold and not let your opponent get to your base, is of course map distance. And Terenas Stand is a pretty long map because you have to walk around curves and, most importantly, across bridges. And bridges are amazing to hold a position, creating that funnel. Not so much the case here. If you want to hold on to your expo, for example, there are chokes nearby, same for your main, but it's all kind of close to the middle. It's all kind of close to your opponent. So if you do want to go for a push strat, it should be quite a bit more easy to execute here on Last Refuge.
True that. We got a keeper for Moon, we got a keeper for Colorful. So unfortunately, no Demon Hunter keeper battle. And the normal green spot creep route. So nothing fancy yet, but since it's Moon, we always have to ask, what does he have to offer? What's his fan service this time? Do you think the Beastmaster is a little jealous of the keeper, since Moon is not playing him anymore?
I imagine so, but I think mostly it's Moon who's like disappointed with the Beastmaster no longer being so good.
Well, it's the same, right?
What do you mean the same?
Like the Beastmaster didn't get nerfed.
Yeah, but I mean compared to the alternatives, you know.
That is correct.
The alternative being the keeper, pretty good in this patch, isn't he? Glaives also, by the way, of course, are gonna get nerfed. I think that's gonna change this meta as well. So, keepers starting out with the ring on Colorful side, ring on Moon side as well, once again, beginning with the same drops. Are we gonna see an early expansion here, is the question. The same as when it comes to a push, the bases are closer to each other, it's easier to attack the expansion, so meaning it's gonna be harder for the expanding player to pull it off. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see a fast tech here from both sides, actually.
Yeah, me neither. Well, it's Moon though, and there's always an expansion possible for him. Nice detonate against the treants again, slows down the keepers creeping a little, but he gets level 2. Finally, Colorful is a little ahead in that regard. So I wonder, Moon this time Hunter's Hall a little earlier. Is he still playing the same? Is that his new Night Elf Mirror strategy? We've seen him play Chimeras quite a bit in different matchups. So whenever he had the chance, he just went for it. Not whenever, but, you know, against Cash, he did it as well. At WGL.
Yeah. That was something else, man. That series, playing Talents, playing Chims. Moon there, showing us whole brilliance. This is going to be a very different game from game number 1. We don't have fast X-Bros, we do have fast techs. Understandable, as we said earlier, on this here map. But where are we going to go from here now? In the days previous, we've seen plenty of one-base plays, pretty much all resulting in a glaive mirror. Moon already showed in game number 1 that in a 2-base game he can counterplay against them. Can he do it in a 1-base game as well?
Interesting question for sure. Colorful unlocks the mercenary camp already. Robe of the Magi for him. 50% at the tech. Moon is creeping this with an Engine of War, so there should be doable as well. Mercs on both sides. And Moon's tech at the same speed as his opponents. He gets the Sobi Mask. So, Remo, what's better? Sobi Mask or Robe of the Magi now?
Depends on how much you rely on Moon Juice, I guess. You can abuse the mask really nice with the drop when you drop it on the ground and getting more regen that way. But overall, it has to be the Sobi. Yeah, it has to be the Sobi. You get way more regen from that one.
I think so too. So both keepers level 3. Usually it's a little harder here on Last Refuge to reach that level for some races, but Night Elves don't care. They just creep everything with their trees. Double Engine of War on Colorful side again. Hunter's Hall is in time. Moon, though, only 1 Engine of War. So is he holding with Mercs and Archers again?
He's making the Hunter's Hall, so I'm afraid that it is going to be going into Glaives here, unfortunately. Because what else is he going to make? Dryads? Dryads are really atrocious against Glaives. I would not advise for that one. So this may actually turn into a Glaive Mirror. We're going to see here as this unfolds. Hunter's Hall, by the way, super far forward from Colorful. I would not be putting it in that position. Looks dangerous to me. What if you get pressured from Glaives from your opponent? That Hunter's Hall is going to die so quickly.
Yeah, can easily be sniped by Glaives. Both with an Alchemist again. Lots of treants here for Colorful though, so Moon not engaging. Leaves an Archer here as a scout. I like that. Wisp Spread is also very nice. Constantly checking for an expansion. And Colorful, there's no blue dots on the map at all. So he knows what's up, like where he is. But apart from that, no vision.
Moon on tier 2, he did make the lore. Only 1 though. So he's 1 lore teching to tier 3 possibly. But first of all, we're gonna have an engagement here. Colorful would love to steal the item from the Ogre Magi. He's got quite a decent force here, and Moon is just ignoring his opponent, just going for the creeps. So far, now throwing an acid bomb onto Colorful, and with the Chemical Rage, he's gonna steal the item. Nice entangle there to keep the Alchemist locked down, who's now taking quite a bit of damage. The rings are helping him out right now, and he will survive.
Moon
The
got
first
the
couple
item,
of archers
by
are
the
certainly
way.
gonna die. Wow, that Shadow Melt by Colorful, by Moon as well.
Really sick micro here. He didn't steal the consumable, by the way. It ended up on Moon's Alchemist, the Wand of Mana Stealing, which he immediately used against his opponent's Alchemist.
I thought it was the health pot. I guess I got that earlier.
Potion of Grace Healing, he got it in his own shop. Reveal being used, so Archer slaughtered. Another acid bomb to drain some XP, some HP. So how fast the Glaives?
He's not using the entangle. Wow, he's holding on to it. He's got entangle and acid bomb. This could be lots of damage. Moon just patiently waiting. Maybe wants to wait until level 4 for the level 2 entangle, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Just needs a few treants and then he got it. Also, there's not too much damage apart from it. Once again, Wand of Mana Stealing. Double ring, by the way, on Moon's side. Oh, okay, there's 1 ring on Colorful side as well, so that's nice. Acid bomb into the backline, but not hitting the wisps here. More treants. Moon has to operate all over the place. Like, could he get a triple kill here? Level 4 finally, but he's taking a lot of damage from the Glaives. It's now entangled, forces the town portal. Can he get the Alchemist though? Without entangle, it's hard. And the heal potion, of course, as well. But good engagement for Colorful, I'd say.
Yep, overall, once again, Moon trying to stall in the middle of the map. Don't let him get to your base. Delay, delay, delay. Keep him from creeping as well, I suppose. And go for your tech. And he's teching to Mountain Giants. This is pretty greedy, dude. On tier 2, he made nothing. No Dryads or whatever you may have. Only Mountain Giants coming in now as tier 3 approaches. 1 lore production. So Archers and MGs are supposed to be the answer here against Glaives.
It's weird, man. Only 1 lore. This means like you basically have to go for both upgrades. That's guaranteed. So that will take forever. He has to go for the first Mountain Giant to have some beef in the army, then the upgrades, and then the real production starts. So not too sure if he wants to make the game for himself a little more difficult or what the thinking process behind this is.
As on TS though, he's got the medium armor army once again, Archers and Berserkers, so they are not gonna die immediately to the Glaives. A heal scroll would be massive for him to have, doesn't have that, but found the healing wards, which is pretty much the perfect item here.
Yeah, if you can place it in the back. There's a lot of range from the glaive throwers though, so maybe you can cancel it still. The Engine of War dies in seconds, and Tang on the Mountain Giant. That's quite a bit of damage, but he's not focusing it. Wisps are coming in for the detonate once again. On Terenas, they were really good for Colorful. This time he burns it on the Keeper, but still one set of Treants. Oh, wow, the detonate again, but his entire backline is about to fall here. Archer down, second Archer about to fall. Alchemist versus Alchemist battle. There's a big healing potion for Colorful. He sees the healing ward now. Super smart position for Moon to put it on the high ground, but the damage of the Glaives, man. And Tangle as well, no resistance skin, so the first Mountain Giant will fall in a bit as he doesn't have hardened skin.
A bit of a mistake there by Moon, not detonating against this Entangle, which was so important, but now is gonna almost get the kill here. And it's gonna force his opponent back, and yes, he lost a Mountain Giant, but his main for now is safe. That could have gone even better for Moon. He should have had dispels ready for that MG. The Mountain Giant was entangled this entire engagement. Imagine if he can lay in the right clicks against these Glaives instead.
Yeah. Next Mountain Giant is coming. Resistance skin is done. This heal ward, of course, is super helpful now as all the Moon juice is gone and will be for quite some time. Ultra Vision for Moon now. More Mercenaries for Colorful at 50 supply. And, of course, more Glaives. What's the tech here? 2-0. As good as it gets on tier 2. Hero-wise, Colorful is a little ahead, but just a tiny bit, doesn't make that much of a difference.
There's still only 1 lore production. He has the resources for a second lore, which should help out immensely, but I guess his idea is to have 1 or maybe maximum 2 MGs in front and the range army behind. Not mass MGs. Oh my god, so many Glaives though, Jesus Christ.
Yep, that's mass damage. Love to see a Potom, as we've seen yesterday.
So how many is this? 8? It's 9 Glaives.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Alchemist is naked. Invo potion on the Keeper. Only 1 Mountain Giant. And Moon is pushing with this.
Has to go into the middle of the map. He can't allow for Colorful to set up outside his base. Uh-oh, now he's starting a creep camp. Is that the right choice? No, he sees it before and turns around. Glaives a little bit too far forward. Colorful there, late to start with the volleys. Now the volleys start coming in. First only against the Treants though, and against the Alchemist as well for Moon, who's dropping lower. Has to be careful. If he gets entangled, he might be in trouble. Glaives still all alive, firing from the backline. The Mountain Giant once again entangled, not being dispelled. The Wisps just standing there for Moon, not doing anything, forgetting about them a little bit. Alchemist for Colorful, dropping lower as well. Heal Spray now coming in. As the Mercenaries starting to fall, the Archers pretty much all gone already, and still this Mountain Giant entangled with the Wisp right next to it. Moon. But he's forcing the TP back again.
Yeah, both heroes pretty low. And so he survives. How fast can Moon get his army back up? He's getting resistance skin. Oh, he canceled the resistance skin before.
Players' forces are under attack.
To get another Mountain Giant. Now he's building it. Interesting. Down to 36 supply only. And no level 5 on the Keeper. That's level 3 Treants. It's 1 Treant per summon advantage for Colorful.
But Moon's basically there himself. Gonna need 1 more camp. But where to find that 1 more camp? Everything's gone. Not that easy, actually. I guess it's gonna have to rely on some detonates in the next fight coming up, where he's gonna get some experience from his opponent's Treants. Oh, the Sentry Archer revealed and killed. Moon at 34 supply only. These MGs so far, they have tanked and have withheld a lot of damage, but they didn't do much themselves in terms of damage. Only the heroes really have been able to deal with the glaives. And now Moon, hunkering down defensively in his base, is gonna allow the glaives to show up soon, and this is where it gets dangerous.
Alrighty. What can Moon do against this? 2 mountain giants and resistance skin done. So Entangle doesn't do too much against it anymore. Sees it now as well. Going for the Moonwells, I like that. To keep him stuck at 42, to constantly have the supply advantage, but he's not finishing this one.
Where the Wisps for Detonate. Moon usually so good at bringing them, this time only 1, and I don't think he hit anything aside from burning himself on mana. Now level 5, that's gonna be nice for the Keeper, but Colorful brought plenty of Wisps. Now the Keeper's out of mana for the time being, but the MGs here, they're of course marching forward, not taking too much damage from those glaives, and they are forcing them back.
Alright. Still 7 of them. Acid Bomb coming in now, so no armor anymore. Oh, nice detonate by Moon here against these Treants. This mountain giant most likely falling. Uh-oh, there is another Entangle. Must be the TP soon. I thought he's too greedy, man, and trying to throw the acid bomb once more, but no. Man, this could have been so good if he kills this Moonwell.
Oh, the mountain giant died in the base, by the way. He ticked down to the acid bomb.
Ouch, that's a big loss.
Exactly. At this point, I have to wonder, Moon, shouldn't you have squeezed in another Ancient of Lore here somewhere? He really can't produce too much. There's 2 MGs stuck in the lore, but it's a lot of supply you're not going to have for a long time.
He built 4 lores in the last game, but of course it was on 3 expansions, so an entirely different game. Red spot number 1 going to Moon's side, and there's plenty of great items. This one is one of them. Legion Doomhorn, HP regen and movement speed. Absolutely fantastic.
Can someone do the quick math? How long would it take the Legion Doomhorn to regen a mountain giant to fully HP again? It will be a little while. But the movement speed, yeah, that's a big deal.
Colorful with a new town portal. Empty on gold, bringing in more wisps. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 glaive throwers again. And a fresh set of treants.
Wisp spread, by the way, is something we usually like, but I think in this case Moon should really bring them all home again to have the detonates ready. Here we go! The glaives, can they find the kills this time around? They're getting focused once again by the MGs. Level 4 for this Alchemist. Chemical Rage to get into a better position. Heroes here in focus fire. The Keeper has to go for the invul right away. That's early in the fight. That one's gonna be gone now until he buys a new one, but that's out of stock.
He has one on the Alchemist as well, so he can swap that over. But yeah, one hero is certainly in danger of dying. Glaive Thrower is a little out of position. Taunts everywhere, so damage is well spread for Moon. He's microing these mountain giants really, really well. Entangle against the one. Glaive Throwers are falling. More and more treants coming from Moon as well. Alchemist of Colorful in trouble. He has nothing to save himself. And the Alch is gone. It looked so good for the Chinese for the longest time with all the damage he brings in. But now without the Alchemist, what can he do? 4, 6 armor on the mountain giants. He can't reduce him anymore, and that's good damage mitigation. Glaive throwers are not cutting through this anymore.
Yeah. How do you defeat mass damage? With mass HP, and that's it. GG and the 2-0 for Moon. I was hoping he would find a way to defeat the glaives, and that he did in 2 games that were not without mistakes, but in the end, Moon, again, the smarter player, finding the counter.
Pretty good, man. I thought Colorful will overwhelm him here with the 9 to 10 glaive throwers, but as soon as you get like 2 or 3 mountain giants and the upgrades, it took him a while, but it worked out in the end. So Moon in the winner bracket final, he will face either Fly or WFZ. And Colorful has to fight for survival in the lower bracket later today. Thank you for our latest sub, Exploding Cats, for the 5-month resub. And yeah, our next game is going to be an Undead versus Orc. WFZ, Wufa versus Fly. Certainly a guaranteed fun match. And I can't wait to bring it for you guys. So see you after a little break.